Okay, so welcome everyone. Thank you for jumping on board with us again. This is our 5th installment of the Family Healthy Cooking Demonstrations brought to you by the Roots to Prevention Partnership. I'm here with our partners from Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield, as well as I Create Productions. And I'm going to give you guys a brief introduction about the Roots to Prevention Partnership and some of our initiatives before I pass it off to Yvette and Edgar from Horizon Blue Cross. So about Roots to Prevention Camden is a cross-sectoral, okay. We are a cross-sectoral collaboration of nonprofits, healthcare providers, educational providers, and government entities on reducing upstream causes of illnesses in Camden. At Roots to Prevention, we believe that a healthy household is one that has the knowledge, income, and access to fresh fruits and vegetables in their daily diet. Thanks to funding support from the Build Health Challenge grant and a generous match from Virtua Health, who are our lead healthcare partner, Roots to Prevention is connecting residents with experts in food access, healthcare, nutrition, urban agriculture, data analysis, and creating a healthy local food economy. So we have a website that I'm going to plug into the chat for you guys. Feel free to check it out. It's www.rootstoprevention.com. I'll post that into the chat. And a couple of initiatives that I'm going to announce. If you would like to participate or are interested in any way, you can reach out to me at rtpnu@gmail.com. So starting off, we have a tree planting day at Farnham Park that will be on May 21st. If any residents are interested in coming out and joining us, you're welcome to do so. It's, participate at your own capacity. So that'll be May 21st. That is a Friday. So we will be in Farnham Park planting trees with the New Jersey Tree Foundation as well as Power Corps. Feel free to come out and help if you would like to do so. Currently, Roots to Prevention is looking towards funding a community fridge project in the Parkside community. We are looking at establishing our first community fridge at the Parkside United Methodist Church. So that project is also in the works as we speak. This summer is the first summer that Roots to Prevention is a part of the Camden Urban Agriculture Collaborative, and we are sponsoring a Garden Hub network. So our Parkside Learning Garden will be participants in a Garden Hub network with 8 other garden hubs in the city of Camden, where residents will be able to access all the tools, gardening space, any other resources that you may need. We will have it at these garden hubs. So if you don't live closest to the Parkside Community Garden Hub, we have other hubs within the city that you may access. So we're working on a brochure and a website for this Camden Urban Agriculture Collaborative at the moment. And as soon as either one of those things become available, we'll have that to send around to get everyone information about where you can access these hubs, information about websites for each of the partners, and anything else that you would want or questions and stuff like that. More exciting news there. We also have a Roots to Prevention Advisory Board next meeting, as well as a mailing list. If you are interested in joining either one of those, I'm going to be posting my email in the chat, like I said earlier. So please reach out and I'll post each one of these reminders in here as well. We offer a food safety handling training course, which is about a 2-hour long video and exam. So then you can become a certified food safety handler in the state of New Jersey for 3 years. Upon taking this course, costs are covered by the Roots to Prevention Partnership. I will be posting a registration link in the chat for those of you that are interested. We also offer one-on-one nutrition sessions with a Rowan dietetics student through our partnership as well. If you are interested in one of these one-on-one interviews, it'll just talk about your diet and how to improve healthy eating habits and stuff like that. That registration will also be posted in the chat. And the last registration link that I will be posting in the chat is the sign-up form for those that are interested in participating in future family healthy cooking demonstrations as we continue this series. So that was a lot of information. I'll post each bullet point in the chat, like I said, as a reminder. With that being said, I'll pass it off to our partners from Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield. Yvette or Edgar, you may take it over now.
Thank you, Travis. Oh, yes, actually, I don't know why I took it over, but
Oh, it's okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Edgar Osorio. This is my colleague Yvette Alvarez. Today, we're just going to be going over some brief information for you guys in case if you or someone that you know is looking for insurance. Today, I'm going to be discussing the 3 ways of how to apply for NJ Family Care. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen really quick and I will show you just some information just for you guys to know for your state. Now, can you guys see my screen okay? Perfect. All right, so this is NJ Family Care. For those of you who are not familiar with NJ Family Care, it is the Medicaid program here in New Jersey. When I say NJ Family Care, or if I interchange it with Medicaid, just know they are the same thing. The words, the program itself is NJ Family Care, but the actual program in the federal state is called or is known as Medicaid. Now, for Medicaid, it's a great resource or opportunity for those who don't or can't afford health insurance. This is where the state says, you know what, this person clearly doesn't have the money to put up for health insurance, so we are going to provide it for them based on their income. Now, here pretty much NJ Family Care gives you a whole rank of information for you guys to go over and look through. Basically, what I'm going to be discussing is what are the 3 ways that you can apply for NJ Family Care. Now, for the first way, it's a very similar routine, or the very similar way that people were doing it before was they would go to the Board of Social Services. They'll go and wait in line and apply in person. Once they finish their application, they'll go ahead and hand it in. And then from there, the state will be able to determine whether or not you're eligible for the program. However, due to COVID, a lot of the public offices or a lot of the welfare offices are currently closed to the public at the moment, with the exception of probably a handful. I would recommend that before even going into like calling them or even on the website, if you do want to go in person, just to check out with your local Board of Social Services. I know in Atlantic County right now, they're doing based on appointment only. So just check your local services, your local Board of Social Services, give them a call and say, hey, listen, are you guys doing it by appointment? If not, then we'll go to the next best option, which is calling this number right here, the 1-800-701-0710. Now that's their hotline that they have for anyone to use. All you have to do is call it up and follow the prompts. And then if you are looking to apply, they'll hook you up with a health benefits coordinator, in which they'll sit down with you, they'll grab all your information, they'll do the application over the phone. And then before you leave, they'll give you a confirmation number, so that way you know that you officially applied with the state. Now, if for whatever reason you can't get to them, I know at times it becomes very difficult for some people to actually get to a health benefits coordinator. Sometimes they get very confused with the prompt itself. What NJ Family Care has done is develop a website in which you can actually apply. So if you guys see over here, this is the actual website for NJ Family Care. If you wanted to apply, all you have to do is click onto the apply here. From there, it'll transfer you to this page, which you can do an account with NJ Family Care. And all you would have to do is just register. The reason why I am pointing you to this direction is because if there's an option in which, let's say, for example, you're going through the application, there's information that you don't have at the moment, all you have to do is save it and you can log out. And then when you're ready to come back, you'll log back in and then you can go ahead and complete the rest of your application. But if you don't want to register, you can always start a new application without registering. That's the option that you have there. Now, let's say, for example, you don't have internet, you don't have a laptop, you don't have a smartphone, and you are looking to apply. With the help of Travis or other people as well, we'll give you our contact. From what will end up happening is we'll get your contact, we'll reach you at your best point of contact, and I would be able to go over the phone with you virtually. I'll be able to fill out the application for you and give you the confirmation number, so that way you know that you did apply. Now, if there's any questions as far as like, hey, listen, I'm a Horizon NJ Health member, however, I'm having difficulty understanding my benefits, or I'm looking for a doctor, or I misplaced my card and I need a new one. This is where I would come in. I'm pretty much customer service on the road, and I'm here to help you guys at whatever questions, or maybe you have a difficult situation that you just need a little bit of guidance with, I'll be more than happy to discuss it with you. Now, that's pretty much it for my spiel. Again, if you guys have any questions as far as insurance and maybe you're not insured under us, feel free to reach out to my contact. I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions as far as insurance and as far as Medicaid. Now, with that being said, I will go ahead and let my colleague Yvette take over.
Thanks so much, Edgar. That was great. I also wanted to mention that if you are a Horizon member, you know, of course, Edgar can help you out with some of the benefits, but especially now, a lot of people are having transportation issues. I just want to remind you that you do have access to transportation to your medical appointments. So a lot of times people don't think about calling their insurance company, but if you have NJ Family Care, that is one of the benefits that is available to you. Okay. So welcome. My name is Yvette Alvarez. I am a health educator at Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield. And today I'm going to cover a few different things as it relates to nutrition. But I do want to mention that, you know, we're here because we believe that, like Roots to Prevention Initiative, right, we want to try to not manage chronic disease and illness, right? Once you get that diagnosis that someone has been diagnosed with maybe high blood pressure, or diabetes, or cholesterol, then you go into that management mode, right? You try to figure out, how am I going to live with this? Instead, what Roots to Prevention is trying to do is address our habits, right? To develop healthier eating habits so that we can prevent any of those chronic diseases or illnesses, okay? And really that's what our conversation today is going to focus on. Sorry. So before we get started, I do want to mention that, you know, this past year has been very difficult for a lot of people. And they found themselves in situations they never expected, specifically around food access. And there are many resources available, but unfortunately, people are not aware of who to call or who to contact. And I'm going to read you two statements that people have shared with me about their food experience. The first is, we worried whether our food would run out before we got money to buy more. And the second is, the food we bought just didn't last and we didn't have money to get more. So I'm going to ask you, you can answer out loud or in the chat box, but did either one of these two statements, were they often true, sometimes true, or never true for your situation in the past 12 months? And if so, just know you can reach out to myself or Travis, connect with us, because I can provide you with some information about the food resources that are available in your area. Okay, they're there because not only because of the pandemic, you know, we've all been in situations that we never expected to be in, but you know, no one should be going hungry, especially if you have young children. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen now with you and talk a little bit about, let's see, here we go, about prevention health. Let's see. You can see my screen? Thumbs up. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So I'm going to ask you, right? You can to take a look at this chart, and you could see across the top there are different age groups. So I want you to find your age group to see what group that you fall under. And one of the things that I really like about this flyer is that it gives you an overview of the things that you should be doing on a yearly basis, like going to your doctor for a wellness visit. You might call it a routine visit, a physical, right? And some of those upcoming screenings and tests or vaccines that you should be expecting, right? And so you can see that there's some copy here across the entire age group. And that's just to remind you that when you go to the doctor, or you should be scheduling an appointment every year to see your doctor, and your doctor's going to check your blood pressure. They're going to do a physical exam, talk to you about your weight, if you are at a healthy weight for your age and your height, and that's called BMI or body mass index. It's a screening to make sure that you are at a healthy weight. They're going to answer any questions that you might have as it pertains to your health. Your doctor may recommend that you go for some blood work, right? Because the blood work, the results are just another tool that your doctor will use to figure out what might be going on inside, right? Because as we all know, we can't judge a book by its cover. And also talk to you about staying healthy and being physically active. And one thing I encourage you to do that throughout the year, things do come up. It's usually not during the time when you have your doctor's appointment, but by the time you do have that visit, you forget the questions that you wanted to ask them. So make sure, whether you use an app or you have something in your purse or your wallet, jot that information down, because when you go for your annual wellness visit, which is part of your healthcare, it is, again, no cost to you, because it's that one time a year where you get to go to the doctor for a checkup. That's an opportunity for you to, you're paying for that, right? That's part of your time. So you have their attention. And I don't know about you, but there have been times where I've had to call the office back, and it's usually a few days before the doctor gets back to me. So I've learned that I need to be prepared for those visits as well. And so I asked you to take a look at your age group, find your age group on this chart, and you can see that at different age groups, right? Your doctor may have that talk with you about getting different screenings. For women, it's anywhere between 35 and 40 years of age for breast cancer screening. For men, it could be the age of 40 or a little older for prostate cancer screenings. So you can see on this chart, based on your age, there are different screenings that your doctor is going to talk to you about or recommend. And so if you're not going to the doctor on a regular basis, right, you might miss that conversation, or you might miss that period in which you should start screening for any of those health issues. Unfortunately, there are some health chronic diseases like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and even diabetes, in which people don't even realize that they have them. High blood pressure is known as the silent killer because there are no symptoms, and usually you do end up getting symptoms when it's, you've had the disease for a much longer time. And when you go to the doctor, that's one of the things that they do. They check your blood pressure. It's really key to know your numbers in order to stay and maintain in good health. Recently I was doing a different workshop on, eating healthy on a budget, when it occurred to me that, we're all looking for ways to save money, right? And although, yes, there are different things that we can do when we go to the supermarket to save money, like buying store brand instead of a brand name, but we're also saving money in the long run when we are taking these small steps to better our health, right? To go to the doctor, because if we can address these issues, make sure that we're staying healthy in the long run, we're going to save money by not having to spend that money either on medications or other treatments. Okay. So, I mentioned that your doctor may suggest doing some blood work to screen for cholesterol, which is the amount of fat that's in your blood. And then, food plays a big part in reducing our risks for these chronic diseases like high cholesterol, diabetes, those foods that contribute to increased risk for cancer. And so again, it's really important that we're making our health a priority. It's not only about our physical health, but it is also about our mental health. It is something that I feel that nowadays people are learning to accept, and it's not a stigma. It's not as stigmatized as it once was. We all sometimes need someone to talk to. Things can be overwhelming, and it's okay to seek out care when you need it. Okay, so as I've scrolled through this page, I hope you've had a chance to, again, take a look at your age group and see maybe what screenings or vaccines that, your doctor might talk to you or recommend at that age. Okay, does anyone have any questions? Okay, so I did want to mention that actually, I believe, let's see, today, 1 second, that the health department released some information. Yes, the New Jersey Department of Health, that at all 6 New Jersey mega sites, Atlantic City, Meadowlands, Morristown, Rowan College, Edison, Rockaway, that they are all offering walk-up COVID-19 vaccines that you don't need an appointment to get vaccinated. Okay, so I did want to share that, but I know that the health department also, the Camden County Health Department also has vaccines, but I wanted to make that note specifically since it is now open for everyone. Okay. And then I did want to just kind of, again, just quickly show you this flyer. I know it says tips for eating healthy with diabetes, but I always encourage people, I'm like, it doesn't matter whether you have diabetes or high blood pressure or any chronic illness. These are tips that we all should be mindful of just on a regular basis, right? Because what we're trying to do is prevent becoming ill, right? We don't want to manage it, we want to prevent it. So one of the great ways is to making sure that we're thinking about the foods that we're putting on our plate. You might be familiar with My Plate Meal Guide, which is put out by the USDA. There's a great website called choosemyplate.gov. And it gives you a really good breakdown. It helps you figure out a meal plan for you, better understand serving size, and more importantly, which I feel like a lot of times we don't talk about, is how to read the nutrition label. Because on a nutrition label, those foods that we're purchasing, you're going to find the nutritional value, right? And it's going to tell you how much sodium, how many calories, how much fat, so on and so forth is in that food. And so if you're trying to eat foods that have less saturated fat, it's going to be on the nutrition label, right? Because you want to stay away from those foods that have saturated fat, and it will be noted on there. And you want, there are a lot of things that we can do on a daily basis, but it's just about thinking about it first before we put the food on our plate. Not eating with our eyes, because we tend to, and that's one of the key things, right? Making sure that you eat when you're hungry, as opposed to skipping a meal or two, and then you end up filling your plate with all these foods because you're starving. Making sure that you're don't consume foods that have a lot of added sugars. Drinking water instead of sweetened sodas or unsweetened iced teas. Well, it's one of my favorites, but I drink it because I like it. But it's a great alternative. And if you still have that craving for something a little sweet, like when you have iced tea, unsweetened iced tea, you can always throw in some fruit, all right, as a way to kind of change it up. And also being a little bit more familiar with the portion size, right? So if you can see this plate that it has a lot of different colors. And one of the things, let me just make it a little bit bigger. One of the things that I like about it is that you can see it's very colorful, right? And it reminds you that you should fill your plate, half of your plate with fruits and vegetables, a quarter of your plate with whole grains, right? Things like whole wheat pasta, things like whole grains like couscous or farro. Those are some great whole grain alternatives. And then you can see a quarter of your plate down here is protein. Now, the protein they have on here is chicken, but it could be a lean piece of beef or fish. And it doesn't even have to be a meat, right? It doesn't have to be an animal product. You can get protein from other food sources. So beans and lentils are a great alternative, but greens also are a good form of protein, right? And a lot of times people forget that you can still get protein from non-animal products. Okay, so making these small changes a little bit at a time, like focusing on eating foods that have less fat, less sugar, knowing, you know, the portion size, right? Sometimes we open up a bag, you know, a box of crackers and you just start eating them, right? Not realizing what a serving size is. So I always encourage people, take a look at those foods that you're eating more often and just glance at the nutrition labels so you have an understanding of what those serving sizes are. Because, right, who hasn't opened up a bag of chips and watched TV and then eat them mindlessly, right? So we want to try to avoid that. You want to make sure that you're aware of what you're eating, you know, sit down, eat, as opposed to eating on the run or watching TV and eat. Enjoy your food. And I know that today's, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So today's video is all about the veggie queue. And vegetables are a great source of fiber. They are typically low in calories. They are high in vitamins and minerals. But fiber is really good. It is actually a carbohydrate. It is a carbohydrate that your body does not metabolize. It doesn't break it down. And so one of the things that I like about fiber is that it will, for those people, again, it doesn't matter whether you're diabetic or not, but it helps regulate your body's use of sugar, keeping your blood glucose at, you know, level. Our body likes to always be in balance. And so fiber is one of those things that helps keep the hunger down, but also keep our blood sugars in check. I'm sure that either Justin or Kenny will talk a little bit more about this, but, you know, for the veggie queue, meaning instead of a barbecue, right, where most people typically are cooking meats on a grill, vegetables are a great way to, the barbecue is a great way to prepare our vegetables, things like peppers, zucchini, cauliflower, broccoli. I actually just recently started eating cauliflower because I guess the way I used to, you know, I was presented to me, I never really enjoyed it. So, you know, just be adventurous and know that there's many great ways or great things that you can make on a grill, not just meats. And then use spices to give it some flavor. Try to stay away from the salts. But one of the things that I make is zucchini on the grill. And what I usually do is marinate it a little bit in some salad dressing, right? Could be something you make or something that you already have in a bottle, right? And you can put it in skewers or lay it out on the grill. But anyhow, on that note, I do want to pass it off to Kenny or Justin. I'm not sure which one of you guys are going to talk about it, but I'm excited to see the videos that you guys put together.
Hello, how you doing? This is Justin from iCreate. So we have this video for y'all. The veggie queue. It was Els and his son Aiden. We did it at the park. So let me share my screen. Should I mute myself? I'm gonna mute.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Teaspoon of Love Cookbook Challenge. I'm Leo. This is my son, Aiden.
Hi.
I don't know what's going on, what's under here. We're gonna barbecue. let's get to it. We about to unveil the food. Aiden.
Oh, that's too much.
Because we're outside, you know, make sure you wash your hands beforehand, and then, you know, when you're out here, put some hand sanitizer on. There's a lot of stuff going on out, you know. All right, come on, ready? Come on, man. Veggie Q. Who's in charge of the Veggie Q?
I don't know.
Hey, you picked this food?
No one didn't pick the food.
I don't know what we're gonna do, bro. What we gonna do? We got some plant-based, meatless beef-style patties.
Okay.
You ever had them?
No.
They probably fire. What do you think? You know how you gonna do? You know what you gonna do with this? What you gonna put on there?
I don't know. Like, probably, well, we have seasonings.
We got some seasonings.
Yeah.
We got some butter. Are we gonna figure this out?
Lemon pepper, chili powder, and
Salt,
garlic.
salt-free lemon pepper, chili powder. We got some minced garlic. What else? We got some diced mangoes. We gonna get a little different. Diced mangoes. I don't know what we're gonna do with mangoes, but we gonna figure it out. We got, okay. Oh, smoked apple and sage. Plant-based sausages.
Wait,
That's plants in here.
I think I know what you can do.
Yeah, what can we do?
Make a patty, and then we can put the sausages on top of the patty.
Oh, on top of it? Maybe we cut one up. You know what I mean? Make a sausage patty on.
Or we can put the sausage inside the patty.
Sausage inside. All right, you got some ideas. We got some ideas. We got some sliced pineapples. Already know we got some. You know what I mean? We got the veggies. We got the veggies out. All right. What's this?
Oh, cheese.
Monster cheese.
Wait, that looks like fish.
All right. Well, let's get going. All right, I guess let's put some seasonings on here, and then we're gonna put this stuff on the grill. So I got some tongs that we can butter up. I'm gonna put these on the side, and we can butter it. Open this up. Help me out, man. You gotta help me out. What you doing? You got some string beans? I thought they were asparaguses. You know how to spell asparagus?
No.
Why not?
Asparagus.
What grade you in?
Third.
Right. Asparagus. Come on, let's spell it. A-S. I don't know how to spell asparagus. Hey, all right. We'll save a spelling class for another day. All right, let's put some spray some butter on there.
It isn't coming out. Oh wait, the lid.
No.
There's something in it. Oh.
There you go.
Oh.
Hold on, you gotta get that thing, you know, nice little butter, you know. Hold on, go ahead. Keep spraying. All right, hold on, I'm gonna turn it around. You gotta put some butter on that, you know, put some love, show some love on all of them. Put some on this one. All right, so we're gonna put the corn on first. We got the asparagus, we got the string beans. So with the asparagus and the string beans, let's put them on here. How you want to season these? You got an idea? No?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Put a little bit of put some of that on there. That's fine. Put some of that.
Wait.
We got some. We gonna just spice these things up. We just gonna do some stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't need a lot for a veggie Q. Put a little bit of seasonings. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. What? Don't do that.
I needed to take it out. It was hard.
Alright.
Now I got the top one.
Here, I got you. Go ahead. Matter of fact, let's put some butter on these. Bam. Go ahead. Alright. While you're doing that, I'm gonna put some of this on there. Salt-free lemon pepper. It's a nice day out here. Whoa, whoa. So I just kind of get a little generous sometimes, but you know, it's up to you. It's salt-free, so it's good. Maybe we put some little chili powder on there, spice it up a little bit. What I told Kenny I was going to do a bam. Oh, might be a little lot.
A little bit too.
I'm just gonna plop that on there. You don't need too long. Just plop that on there, let that cook a little bit. Now I'm gonna go prep. Alright. So Aiden is the fastest chopper in all of the land. All of the land. Actually, did we figure out what we wanted to do with these things? I guess we can make like a little vegetable medley, right? I don't get out. Veggie something. I don't know. Stir fry. Maybe like a stir fry. All right. So, where's our aluminum foil? We got aluminum foil? Grab it. All right. Grab the aluminum foil because that's our cooking plate. Hold that down. Alright. So maybe you know how to make a bowl with them?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of like make it like this. Go ahead, try it. Make the bowl. Yeah, like fold it on the side. Fold it.
Yeah.
Alright, got it?
Yeah.
Alright, so do it all the way around. Alright, so we're definitely, you know, we got 3 seasonings. 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna use all of these on all the seasonings, on all the food.
The wind.
All right.
There we go. It's kind of like a little bowl.
Alright, so we're gonna pop these on there. I'm gonna plop some of these on here. You wanna put these mushrooms in there? I never seen mushrooms and peppers, onions and
Yeah. Like the
Alright. So we're gonna do some of that. Spice these things up. I guess we having a lemon pepper barbecue today.
Yep.
I don't know. Just make sure there's a little bit of butter on there so there's...
Put butter on everything.
Well, I don't want it to stick. I should have put it on here, but...
Yeah.
Alright. You want to open one of them things up? Huh?
Huh?
One of those? Get some of these burgers on there?
Yeah.
Look at that. Whoa. What about some sausages? We got some sausages?
Yeah.
Where are the sausages? Grab the sausage.
Got the sausage. 4 separate sausages. A long sausage.
Where's my knife? I don't know where my knife went. Where's my knife? All right, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think this is gonna come out.
We can like pull.
I don't know where I did with the knife. I don't think it's gonna work that way, buddy.
We can.
Yeah, I don't think the pull.
Each other.
Nah.
Oh, it's so close.
We got some stuff on the grill. we're actually gonna let that cook for a little bit. Got some veggies, I guess a little veggie stir fry. We got some corn on there, some veggie sausages and veggie burgers. So yeah, we'll be back. We'll show you what it looks like. So here we have the veggie Q at its finest. We got a cooked corn. You wanna try it? Go ahead, try it. Take a bite. Take a bite. Pick some. Yeah. All right. It's good?
Mm-hmm. That's good.
That's real good. That's fire. You want asparagus? How about the pineapple?
I need some milk.
You need some milk?
It's good, huh?
I need some milk. Yeah, that's amazing. I don't know. Hey, I'm thank you guys for watching us at the Teaspoon of Love Cookbook Challenge. Thanks, Teaspoon of Love Cookbook Challenge. Teaspoon of Cookbook Challenge. Hey guys, thank you guys for checking us out. The Teaspoon of Love Cookbook Challenge, for having us. It's been amazing. The food was wonderful. Aiden, you got anything to say?
No.
No? I think he loved it. He had a great time, and we'll see you guys later.
Thank you so much, Leo and Aiden. That was awesome. Is there anything that you'd like to share about your experience?
Actually, no. I thought it was pretty fun. I wish I had a little bit more seasonings, but other than that, it was really good. I think the food was good. Definitely an experience for sure. And I had fun.
Thank you so much. We loved having you.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to add a little bit to it. I thought that was great. And I think Aiden was on to something when he wanted to do the tug of war to, try to get the sausages apart. That was great. So, we talked earlier a little bit about, eating healthy and, making sure that you're including all the food groups as part of a healthy plate. And I mentioned, right, you don't have to consume animal products, right? If you are a vegetarian or vegan, you can still get proteins, just as Leo and Aiden did. Everything that they put on the grill was all plant-based foods. So I thought that was fantastic. And I don't know if any of you have tried, but one of the things that you can do is you can actually even grill fruit. Things like peaches. I've seen watermelon. Has anybody ever tried it? Anybody ever tried grilling fruit?
Grilled pineapples.
Pineapples, yeah. Yep, Edgar. So one of the things that a quick tip.
Grilled pineapple.
Pineapples, yeah, is that when you grill vegetables, it actually brings out the sugar in the starchiness of the vegetable, kind of becomes sugary, a little sweet, right? Not sweet like sugar, but it does change it. And so for those people who maybe are not really that interested
There before.
in certain vegetables, I
don't want to look at me.
I will, I want to tell you, try it, put it on the grill, because you see it'll change the flavor of foods quite a bit. So sometimes you can do a little bit of sweet, savory and sweet, where you can do vegetables as with some fruit, just to kind of change it up. So just want to add that.
I just wanted to say, the reason why you don't see none of the veggies is because it fell on the ground.
Aw.
Yeah, it was really, really windy, and it just tipped over, so we lost all the veggies. So I was kind of sick. I was kind of sick from that because I really
Yeah, I
wanted
saw-
people to see it.
I saw the plate flew away, so it did look like a pretty windy day.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, they actually look the best. And another part too is we did grow the pineapples. It was one of those last minute, oh yeah, we have pineapples, and threw it on the burger.
Mhm.
You're right, man. I mean, that burger was amazing.
Yeah, sometimes people don't think about pairing sweet and savory foods, but it really just changes everything. So thanks so much, Justin and Kenny, for creating that video. I thought it was great, and Leo and Aiden as well.
Does anyone on the call have any final questions before we close out our demonstration today? Well, if not, I'm just going to send a reminder. This will be posted on the Roots to Prevention website. You'll be able to find it there in a few days. Once we've had time to download the recording and post it on the website and everything, you'll be able to find this whole demonstration there, as well as the 4 other cooking demonstrations that we've performed. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you, each of the partners, for your time spent with us, and thank you for everyone else that joined the call today. So yeah, have a great day, everyone.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good night, everyone.
Who was that talking last?